What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for C-Class Street Stocks at Bristol. I wasn't actually planning on running this. We're just going to run with some of the K5 guys that are running. So hopefully it is a good event and it's a clean race and we can have some fun. I did run one of these earlier in the week actually, and it was a lot of fun. Ran pretty well, learned a couple things, so hopefully they'll come in handy. It's a pretty wild car track combo. This place is not obviously really built for the street stock. It's pretty bonkers, but at the end of the day, I think that it's going to be all about track position and just not making mistakes, not getting killed. Honestly, if you get run over or dumped, it's not easy to recover if possible at all. Once you go to the back, you're in trouble. So hopefully it's a good race. Hopefully it's a clean race. We don't really want to get hung on the outside if we can help it. At least not early in the race. That'll not help anything. But late in the race, it's probably okay. We'll have to just wait and see how it plays out. We got about 6 or 7 minutes here to run some laps. I guess we'll go out and get refreshed, get some practice. Haven't really been on the sim today at all. Taking a nice day off here before we ramp up our D24 prep this upcoming week. So see what we can do. Again, don't really have any expectations or anything for this, for our pace. Are we in a group by ourselves? Doesn't look like it. Alright, I'll just go to my own group. Make sure I get some nice laps in. Want to be solo so I don't have to worry about some of the scrubs. Looks like fast people are just below 16 seconds, which I think we can do. Alright, let's go out and see if we can run a couple laps here. 32 people registered so far, so this is going to split at least once, maybe twice. We'll see how many people we get signed up in the next couple minutes. Alright, did learn a couple things here. See if we can run a fast lap or two. It's tough to get tire heat around here, that is definitely for sure. It's just all about where you put your car and how you place it and how confident you are in it, so that's tricky, but you kind of just gotta hang on because that's how you go fast. So see what we can do here. The hill a little bit. Alright, try to get a nice run towards the line here. Start what will be our flying Q lap. In the race, obviously, you prefer to save a little bit of tire. Easier said than done. We go to P2 on our first lap, which is good. Go back up to the top here for a couple of corners and try to go back to the bottom to get a little bit more tire heat. Not that I'm overly concerned about our Q pace, but we're in the ballpark. So it was a cold track temp when I ran the other day, so that could have impacted things a little bit. But let's see what we can do here in this one. We'll run one more kind of on the bottom, and then we'll see what we got. Definitely want to turn to the bottom as much as you can stand. With this little steering angle, especially off the corner as you can. That's actually a little bit slower. There's 16 flats, so good to know. The ideal line is to run maybe a line off the bottom, a lane or so, right about in here. Give a nice little lift, hold that seam. Especially once we get about 15 or 20 laps on the tires, it is very difficult to pass on the bottom if someone's running the second lane properly and pinching off, which is pretty easy to do if you are able to nail it and not make mistakes. And again, it's basically then you're relying on the car underneath you not to just dump you and run you over, but it is difficult once you get some tire heat and some tire and some rubber laid down there to roll the bottom, because you need the whole exit to make lap time. So it's better for Q. Probably not better in the race. You definitely don't want to start on the top because you will lose a row immediately just for 1 and 2 because you're up to speed. But once you get down, got down to the bottom and get rolling, you can run kind of this sort of lane and be okay. As long as, again, the guy cooperates and doesn't just plow you over, which hopefully we will not encounter, will not be the case. But if nothing else, you know, that's part of the deal, short tracks. So don't need to run too many more laps here. I'll just go sit and we'll go back in the group, whatever, and watch some other people run laps because I don't need to run any more laps. It's plate racing for street stocks. That's, you know, at Bristol, essentially. So see what we can do here. I'll change groups back to group 2 if it's open. It is just open. See if we can find someone in this group that's up the leaderboard. Jair is Nick in here. Scott. Nick's dad. A bunch of people sitting at the end of pit road for some reason. Not sure what that's all about. Not sure what this is. If they're just trying to get Q laps in or get a run group together or what. But we are approaching 2 splits of this year. It's going to be a black flag for Jair. Yeah, so I don't know what this actually splits at. I would assume it's 20-ish, maybe 22, 24, but oh, okay, they're just dumping each other. That's cool. Sounds legit. Let's see what Kyle can do. Kyle's usually pretty sporty. Anybody else in here that we recognize that could be a challenge at the front? Marty's usually pretty fast, so we'll see what he's got once he gets in here. Again, we are right at that 40 registrants mark with about a minute and a half to go. Not going to make any brake changes or anything like that. You're not really using any brake at all around here, as actually Brian Holland ran a little bit quicker lap. He's run a couple of 15.9s. Now he ran 9.35. We ran our 9.38, 9.40, 9.32. So that's interesting. I'm not sure what the strategy is for that there, but at least in my opinion, that's, you know, you can practice hot lapping all you want, but maybe he's run a bunch of races and it's cool. But we're so close here. This is 0.006 of a second that's just going to come down to who nails the lap, track temp, that type of stuff. So not overly concerned about that. Track temp is 80. We will take note of that. Yeah, all these guys running sub 16. This is going to be where you want to be for Q. Not sure if that's a realistic goal in the race, in the session. Again, your line changes a little bit just to defend, but it's honestly more about the respect of the people around you, not just plowing through you. So we'll see what group Marty ends up in. Go see if he runs a lap or so. He's in our group, so we'll see if he goes out here in this last minute.
Austin.
If he doesn't, cool.
All good, man.
Just under a minute, so I would anticipate they wouldn't
I don't
go
know
out.
who just
You
came
never
off
know.
pit road,
Scott
but you're
did
an
run a
idiot.
9.25 there, actually, so good lap by him. So, yeah, Scott's usually fast. Don't know who Brian Holland is, so we'll see what kind of lap times people can run in the race as well. What that means for performance and who has tires and all the usual things that come into racing unpredictability. So, it's so close at the front here at the top. It's just it's kind of a crapshoot as to what you're going to get. I'll almost certainly be the one car. The 30 car is doing something strange there. I'll almost certainly be the 1 car or 2 car at the very least. We'll see if some other big names show up. I'd imagine not. Nobody I recognize at least. But yeah, we're just about to race time. If it is a 24 split, we're going to have 2 splits of 23. It looks like right now, if it's a 20 split, excuse me, we're going to have 3 splits of 15, split of 16, whatever. So we are closing registration there at 46 registrants, so that's going to be the number. Ready to rock and roll, excited. We'll see what we can get out of this. I'm excited. I'm hopeful this can be a good race. We don't have to win, obviously. Just have a nice, solid race. We just don't want to get murdered is really the thing. I'm tired of this car being just treated as a crapshoot and you can just plow people. No, let's race. If you want to race and race fun, race clean, this is the track to do it. You don't have to use the bumper to try to make passes. It's difficult to make a pass straight up here, especially if you're not on a restart. You can get rolling, but it's doable. I've seen it happen. I ran third that entire race I did earlier in the week, and it's pretty clean. So we are the 1 car. Scott is the 2 car. Nick the 3. Kyle, Nick. A lot of people we know here. PD Zeller's here as well. He's the 7. A lot of people that we recognize. Nick's dad did make the split as the 15. So we'll see what we can do here. We're probably a little bit better than PD in the other race, but he is still always very, very fast in this car. He's running on the alt, so he does not give a shit, but we know him pretty well, so he'll definitely have one coming if he junks us. All right, let's just get rolling here, run a couple of laps up around the top to see what the grip is like. Did not check track temp before we came out for the warm-up. We will check that for Q. Again, tire wear wasn't a huge thing in the other race I did. I think we had 2 yellows. I can't remember. But it was pretty clean. There was just wrecks in the back. There was people making mistakes, net code, whatever it was. So didn't have a lot to do with it. Sub 9 there for Scott, so good lap for him. We're obviously running up top. We're about 4/10 off of that. Not concerned. Again, we'll check track temp here, see what we can do. Try to get some rubber up here to get ready to rock for Q. I think we'll be in the ballpark. If we can get top 5 out of this, I'll be happy. Not make any mistakes, not die is the goal, and then we'll go from there. So, again, we'll try the tire saving strategy here for a while, and it worked out for us the other night. We just couldn't be passed on the bottom once we got some tire wear and some tire heat, so we'll see what we can do. Nick's dad up ahead of us there. Again, we're going to be slow. We knew that running up on the top here, so don't read into these lap times too terribly much. Should be getting towards the end of this here. See if anybody else has run really fast. No, they have not. Brian's still at the low 9. Everybody else at the high 9 or flat. So I think we should be able to qualify up in the top 5. That'd be good. We'll see what Scott can run in Q. See what we can run in Q. Expect Murray to be pretty strong here as well, if you can nail a lap. Again, it's so much about traffic and where you restart if there's cautions that everything else kind of becomes secondary. So we'll see what we can make of this. There's the end of warm-up where you end up P10. I think it's a field of 16, so it did split 3 times. And we'll get ready to go Q. Track temp check. It is 79, so a little bit cooler. See if we can run 8. We did run, I believe, an 8 the other night. We'll see what we can do here in this one. See if we can get ready to rock and roll. All right. Here we go. Hold your breath. 16 seconds of fun. A little bit of a slide there, not ideal. See if we can salvage the lap though. .926, not great. It's P1 for now. We'll see what it ends up as. Yeah, we'll see what everybody else can run. I expect that to be beaten, but it's at least up in there. We'll see what that shakes out as for a hot lap, but I expect that that will be topped at some point here. We'll see what Scott can do on his second lap. Only a 986, interesting. So let's see what Nick can do, and then what Petey can do. And those will be the big names. Nick's second lap ending shortly, I'm sure, unless he hit the fence or something. He botched the second lap? He did. That's unfortunate. Let's see what Petey can do. Nick Rogers up there as well. So I guess our lap could be okay. We'll see again what Petey can do here on his second lap, or maybe that was his second lap. I doubt it though. It was his second lap, so he actually botched the first lap. All right, let's see if any other big names have laps in them. Brian does run a 941, so we are going to keep P1 for now. All the guys I thought were threats have come and gone. See if these last couple 9, 10, 12, and 16 are going to run laps or not. It's just the 16 we're waiting on, so unless the 16 is going to come out and run a lap, we will take the pole here today, tonight, this evening, whatever. All right, happy with that. All right. We do know there are restart strats to be had here. Nothing egregious, but just, the way to get these cars rolling and hopefully get away in rocks. So we'll see if that comes to fruition and something we can use to grab the lead here on this first start, and then we'll see. But other than that, I guess we're getting ready to rock and grid up. We do take the pole. Let's see who else is up in here. Marty starting 4th, Scott starting 5th, Alan starting back in 6th, which is good. Kyle in 10th, Nick back in 12th. That's going to be a long hike for him. Hopefully he's able to have a clean race at least. We'll see what we can do here. I'm not going to worry about tires or anything. We're not coming to pit road unless we get junked anyways. So there are no tires in this series if it mattered. So all right, here we go. We'll get rocking momentarily. Got the best starting spot, and we'll see if we can capitalize this as we go. Again, it's all about not getting run over is the name of the game. We'll see how aggressive people want to be. See if they want to push, again, see who can pass on the bottom and whatnot. So good luck all. Let's have a clean race. All right. Again, we're in control. Hopefully we can roll pretty decently here. Scott's going to be fast. I expect Brian to be fast behind us. Marty's always fast. So kind of the guys starting 3rd, 4th, and 5th are sporty. We'll see what Nick Rogers has. Not familiar with him really, but I'm sure he's pretty good. So again, we'll just have to stay out of trouble. If we get run over, nothing we can do about that. But hopefully we get some nice respect here in this field. And hopefully it's a fun event. Hopefully we can do good things. All right, we are ready. I appreciate everybody for stopping in, giving this a watch. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below so you don't miss any of the action from iRacing or anything else I do here. I appreciate all love and support. We got the best starting spot. We'll see what we can do with it. Hopefully it's an enjoyable race and a good show. So I appreciate y'all for coming. Let's get right to it here shortly. Unfortunately, we did give up prime position there on the bottom immediately. Hopefully we can hold this here as we go. Having to push a little bit harder than I'd like. Try to hold this out here for a little while. See if we're able to do that. Having the pinch there is definitely going to hurt him as we run. Just gotta keep holding it though. It's going to take a while. Got a little bit of contact there. So he shoved up ever so slightly. Just starting to make ground. and ever so slightly further ahead here, which is good. Missed that corner just a little bit with our entry. We'll carry the exit speed though. Get 4X there because he's not going to hold the bottom. But I'm not giving up this lead after we got doored, so nice try. Thanks for coming. You can hold the bottom. 4X is whatever, I don't care. Get back in line. Now we can start saving some tire, hopefully. We'll see. We're getting pushed pretty hard here. I'm not a big fan for now. We'll see again how it plays out. But he's around us pretty hard considering we're chilling out in first and second, and I'm just trying to chill and save some tire, but he's not playing the team game, or not that he has to play a team game, but he's definitely pushing us hard, which is fine. It's every right, but you gotta be ready to not have it work out sometimes, so. Get to make those decisions for me, so. It's alright, we're doing alright, we're cruising, chilling. We'll see what Marty and PD and them back there have. Again, we haven't really been able to save very much, if any, tire, so. Not a huge issue here, they'll just wear naturally, but again, if we get restarts and restacks and everything, that becomes more of an issue, so we'll see. It's definitely running that kind of third groove behind us. Doesn't really pay anything off regularly, it's just about getting big runs up there, which is fine, I understand. And then you gotta take it to the bottom and try to make the line work, which he hasn't been able to do as of yet, and I'm not going to worry about too much for right now. He's trying, he's definitely trying. I understand it and I can respect it. It's just you gotta be clean with it. So I hope that that is reciprocated as we go through the second half of this year, as we already come up on halfway. It's been a good clean race so far. Looks like everybody's pretty much chilling. Marty's established in third in front of Petey. Just trying to hit that middle seam kinda, and that's kind of been where I want to be, where I want to aim. There's a caution, so we'll get a restart. Who died? Looks like it was the 9 car towards the back.
Didn't want to see that.
Alright, so we get to do it again. Now we can see what kind of tires Marty and everybody have saved. PD, those guys. Again, we're going to be past halfway, almost the exact same lap we had the caution in my other race. We shall see what that looks like. This is halfway. We didn't lead a couple of those laps that we were battling side by side, but we're getting close to leading the most laps here. So we're still in good shape. Obviously, we're not going to pit, no tires or anything. Even if there were, we're good. I don't remember exactly what my tires were from the previous race, so I can't check how bad we're going through them in this race, not being able to save as much. But again, we'll keep fighting for this and hope we can make it work to the best of our abilities. I think Marty's still a threat. Brian's still a threat. We'll see if Scott can get to the bottom and make something happen. Nick is obviously very fast, but we'll see again how it plays out in the second half. He's able to get in front of Marty and fight me, or what ends up happening here. That's going to be the key. So we're going to be at 24 to go here, so we're going to be right up on 20 to go-ish. Yep, so going to be 22 to go restart, which is cool with me. We'll have to think about what we want to do on this restart here. We definitely went relatively late on the last one, and I guess it kind of worked out. Let's see what we want to do here on this one. Looks like the 9 car, after that spin or whatever happened there, is either towed or got into pit road and is repairing what they can, I guess. PD still probably in contention here. One to green. Let PD know. See if he can get up and fight for this. All right, we're ready. 22 to go. All right, well, back up to speed, back rolling. Again, getting pushed through the corner, which I'm not a big fan of. Really appreciate it. Given a lot of room and a lot of respect here on the bottom. I don't have to. I'm trying to make sure we both survive this. He's definitely pushing it and testing it by hitting me in the door every other corner. That's not cool. PD's probably going to try to follow us up here now and fill this hole. Which probably help a little bit. It's definitely tight racing here. See if PD can roll this. He's going to try, I'm sure. He's going to be third, though, here. All right, see what we can do here. Going to be right at 10 to go or so, 10, 12, somewhere in there. We're going to be coming to 14. Hopefully we'll get a good jump, get P to come with us. Yep, going to be 12 to go on the restart here. We'll go early. Again, PD knows that I will mess him up if he if he plays this wrong and messes me up, so we have that going at least. So. He's a good dude, good driver. So tired of getting doored in the center when I'm giving a lane and a half on the bottom. I mean, we're running up on this seam here, which is a lane and a half, if not more than that. I mean, right side wheels here, he's got a whole lane, and he's abusing getting dooring me every other corner. So I'm over it. We're not playing the nice game with that anymore. We're gonna see how he likes to shuffle if we can get that going. So. All right, well, we're going to have 12 laps, probably a chance for at least one more yellow. We'll see. If we get a quick one, it could be 2 more, but for sure 1, so we'll have to fight for this here. Not sure whether PD would rather be on the bottom or the top, honestly. The top worked well for him that last one, but... All right, we'll see. Time to show what we got here at least, so... Good shove there from PD. See if he's able to make this bottom work. He is indeed. Gets second, cool. Let's see what kind of respect he'll show now. See what kind of disrespect the other guy's going to show. Time to go. Another yellow, cool. That might have been Alan that spun there. Again, we're going to be down. This is going to be the last restart, so we're going to have to fight solo here. Sorry, PD. You're going to have to look after us for this one. Going to be about 6 or 5 to go here. Don't know if we have lap cars or not. That looks like we maybe do, so gotta look out for us on this one. Sorry, PD. Looks like that might have been Marty actually that spun back there, which is not good. Nick's up to 6th, Kyle's 5th, Scott up to 4th. Nick's still hanging 3rd, and PD's 2nd, obviously. So 8 to go. We'll get a lucky dog here, I think, from Alan. Maybe not. There's Alan getting the dog. Again, we're going to be coming to 7. I don't think we're going to get 2 to go this time because Alan still has to have the opportunity to pits. So even if we do, that means 5-lap shootout, which means we're done if we go green. Or if there's yellow even, actually. So here's 7 to go. Not yet 2 to green, so it'll be a 4-lap shootout then. Probably been good for our tire heat, but not good because we think we're in a good spot, and now it's just going to be calamity probably. So filling holes, we got to try to get ahead here. Fortunately, can't really help PD, but we'll see. We'll see what he can shake up here. He'll probably be able to keep 2nd around the top. We just got to get clear up in front of him and make the 5-try fight on the bottom. 4 laps is not a lot of time to make something happen, especially if you're not 2nd. And again, I trust PD. He's driven up here. Gave him that benefit on the restart, and if PD kills us again, I'll go talk to him later and give him a piece of my mind. But we should be okay. Going to be, again, 4-lap shootout. So yellow comes out, it's over. We got the 4X early, which sucks, but hopefully it doesn't cost us too much, if any SR. We should be okay on that front. Not that I really care. We're doing good. It just sucks to get a door 4X when, again, you're trying to be respectful and give the guy plenty of room, and he's just using all of it and then some instead of at least giving you the opportunity to survive. So we are ready regardless. It'll be a late shootout. Not sure what I want to do on this restart yet either, so we'll see. Final restart. We just gotta survive this one more. And then we'll see what we can make happen here. See if we can get PD to second place and survive that. We'll have to wait and see how it shakes out. It'll be just shootout time. Alright, 4 laps we got, if it goes green. Otherwise, there are no green-white checkers in this series. So, gonna be finicky. We're ready. Four to go. Go the middle again. 3 to go. PD gave us a break there. Scott coming hard on the bottom. It's going to be tough to make a pass down there, especially when you have to enter down that low. PD's getting pushed all the way through the center. 2 to go. Got a big run late exit though. Scott's coming hard on the bottom. White flag. Just need one more good lap here. Don't think Scott's gonna be able to get there on the bottom in one corner. Unless something weird happens. Big push from PD. We're going to make it. Another 4X, but we win at least, so that's all right. We'll take it. 8X is whatever. We won. That's all that matters.
That was a good race to the checkered there, guys. Good run.
Good fun. Good race, everybody. Again, not happy about the 8X for sure, but it is what it is. I guess it's Street Stocks, and we had a 0X in our night, so we'll lose some SR, but we were able to get a nice victory. Let's see what the results ended up looking like here. We take first. Great run by Scott late to run the bottom, roll hard, and end up with a P2. PD less than a tenth behind us. He definitely picked our back tires up in the middle of 3 and 4 there late on that last one, I think it was. So that was got us all sideways. I get that he had to try to run hard and get to second, but definitely picked us up. That was pretty terrifying. Yep, just picked us up enough, and it was a big slide and some net code, and we were 3 wide, and that's part of the deal. So less than a tenth actually there. We're gonna end up at the top 3. Nick falls back to 4th after running second most of that. Kyle ends up 5th. Nick drives actually from 12th up to 6th. Really tight finish. Good for him. Brian was fast in the short run especially. Ended up with a 7th. I don't know any of these people. I think Fogelberg is in Nick's channel as well. Marty, after that late incident, actually ends up back in 12th. Alan, unfortunately, Nick's dad, ends up in 15th after his incident. So we take an 8X, not ideal. I think pretty much everybody in the field had incidents except some of those middle guys. Yeah, so we take the 8X, but the iRating is what matters. We end up with a good finish out of it. So we'll go look at how much iRating that is and how much SR we ended up losing. What the results look like. We probably led about 46 laps, I would guess. Really good SOF actually there, 29.88. Plus 42 iRating. We lost 0.38 SR for an 8X, which is wild. But again, we lead 48 of 50 laps. 42 iRating is the important number. Good race though. 4,900 up above for Scott. Good for him. Good to see that. PD ends up with 3rd. Nick ends up with a plus 41. Looks like pretty much everybody lost some SR except the guys that are really low. We were at the 499, lost 0.3 of that with the 8X. It happens. I'm not concerned. Nick gains 5 iRating, minus 0.9 SR. Daniel back there plus 6 iRating. Marty, again, got dumped late or crashed or something happened. Gets the plus 0.12 SR, but minus 57 I rating. And Alan, unfortunately, had the late incident as well. Minus 52, minus 0.08. So that's going to be it. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want to miss any of the action from iRacing, Need for Speed Top Pursuit 2, NASCAR Dirt to Daytona, anything else I may post. I appreciate all the love and support. I appreciate the respect some people gave in that race, and glad we were able to come out with another victory. So it's been a good week. Been happiness. So now we turn our attention back to this upcoming week and Daytona 24 prep and see if we can finally win that one for sure. So we got the car and the team to do it and just got to execute. So keep an eye out for updates on that as we go. Until next time, though, as always, bye.